Evet, YouTube'dan izleyen arkadaşlar, The Witcher 3'ün 43. bölümüne hoş geldiniz. Priest. Hadi
Well,
bakalım. Ne efendim, hadi çabuk.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
her. Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more? That might be safe. Ah!
Abi hiç inanasım gelmiyor buna ya. Türk Master hoş geldin. Aleykümselam. Hayırlı bayramlar sana.
Well,
Koşarak git, gelirim ben hadi.
hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm
Kesin o
afraid I had no
malzemeleri bana
choice.
toplatacaklar.
I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was
Sağ ol
heavy enough to
Cyber,
sink.
teşekkür ederim.
I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Vay
Ya,
benim
ben
anam
hallederim
babam
ya.
hoş gelmişsen evime. Gel içeri geç, iki yol muhabbet edelim.
Tilki TV 5 izleyiciyle birlikte baskı yapmış. Hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Aleykümselam Hakan. Cyber burada mısın? Takipçi modunu devre dışı bırakır mısın? Gittin mi lan? Bakmasın piste. Şşt, burada mısın? Teşekkür ederim takipçi. Ha tamam. Vardı. Yayınlar ben yatıyorum, kendinize iyi bakın. O kadar abi, iyi geceler. Kendine iyi bak, inşallah rüyanda Tris'i görürsün. Tamam mı? Ne yaptığınız beni ilgilendirmez. Yine ben hallederim
I can do
diyeceğim.
that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heel.
İyi yayınlar olsun.
Every man's got his
Siz-
sensitive spots.
Teşekkür ederim, hoş geldiniz.
Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks. Nothing.
Kulaklarını ezdim ne ya?
Turned out he was devilishly ticklish.
Tris bir
I placed a
Yennefer.
beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it.
Ben Yennefer diyorum abi.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Depoya gir. Yani bilmiyorum, Yennefer bana şey gibi ya.
Greetings.
Neydi
A
onun
good
adı?
day for comers. A good day
Baldız
for comers.
ablasını yoldan çıkarıp kendisi enişteyi ayartmış.
Well?
Kaydettim Nightbot. Bu eve gelmişiz. Altın üstünü soyalım da ondan sonra gideriz. Dur. Bunlar ne iş var burada ya?
There's a draft. Should be an exit. Where's one of the suns here? Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Ne diyor?
Well,
Bekle az. Etrafı lootlayalım, ondan sonra gideriz. El alemin rızkını yesin. Ne diyor? Yedim bitirdim, bir şey bırakmadım koca şehirde. Ya bu ne yapıyorsun? Beleşe loot yani.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
the very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages. Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Ya var ya Geralt, sen de söyleyecek yalan mı bulamadın ya? Deri torba. Buldum. Tamam. Cyber, teşekkür ederim. Hadi afiyet olsun. Tamamdır.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Bak kendini nasıl biliyor? Acayip uyuz oldum ya. Ama yatıyorum, iyi yayınlar tekrardan. Çok teşekkür ederim İlkicim. Yine bekleriz. Baskın için çok sağ ol. Daha hayırlı geceler sana. Tris üzümlü kekim mi? Ya
Well.
ben öyle düşünmüyorum abi. Ki de ilk başta tamamlı da bildiğin kullandı hepsini.
Greetings,
Hiçbir şey de
Brandon.
söylemedi bize.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Önce para sonra iş. Abi bu parayı
You're a
yarı
merchant, familiar with how commerce
yarı
works.
yarıya hadi ver.
Of course, honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Güzel laf ya.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Can izi olan her yere. Kim elleşecek? Tabii ki de ben. Neden?
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Şeyden ana menüden yapıyorum bunu.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
İsterseniz bir normal halini alayım. İstiyorsanız. Mesela oyunu kaydedeyim burada. Bir normal halini alayım mı bunun üstüne? Normalde çekebilirim. Normal çekim mi? Tamam basmıyorum.
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
İki mi? Hayır abi.
We all lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere to run.
Sometimes you have to escape just to forget. Your friend might have dwelled on his lost legs, but it's not like by grieving he could have grown another pair.
Hayır öncesi için diyorum. Sen iki dedin ya.
So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Radcım hoş geldin. Aleykümselam. Hayırlı bayramlar sana da. Teşekkür ederim.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
Bacağın altta geçen fareler ne lan
The
mal?
job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
Öküz mü?
You
Yürü git lan.
say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for a bruising?
İkinci oyunda Tris'in dediklerini falan duyduktan sonra bile böyleysen iştir. Yani
Bastard hired me on the assumption he
bilmiyorum.
wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for you,
Bayağı
we
midesizsin ya.
need to find Brandon.
Kız bize hiçbir şey söylemeyip ikinci oyunda ağzımıza sıçtı ya. Baştan söyleyeydi hiç o kadar uğraşmayacağım.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks,
La
Geralt.
parayı bana versene.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Kareem Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareen's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, DeJohn Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying.
Lancelot.
Such are the
Sen de full
times.
bunun suyuna gitme taraftarısın ha.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the Bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
Üf.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Zorlama.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Korunuyu arıyorum.
I'm looking for Kareem Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it.
İçeri giren
I found human
ne
feces.
bileyim hırsız mırsız bir şey vardır ya. Onlar sıçmıştı. İçeri girebilir miyim?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Eyvallah dayı.
The truth is, we're already dependent on the black markets, economically.
Tam evi gir araştır. Ben şu an evi soyuyorum abi.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Vuruyorum.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Wake up, it's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
Evet. Neymiş?
All right. Time to check
Amelilik.
the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
Değil mi şimdi?
Please.
Hadi bakalım. Her şey bitti. Bir de oyuncak bebek arayacağız.
Stop. Go away.
İyi geceler, iyi oyunlar. Yo pijama hoş geldin. Lütfen. Abi görüşürüz. Hayırlı geceler. İnşallah rüyanda demin aşağıda yatan ablamızı görürüz. Bay bay.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Tabii böyle örümcek şeylerle beraber. Üzerinde aceleyle beşik çizilmiş bir kağıt. Bir çocuk tarafından çizilmiş gibi görünüyor. Demek ki düşte gördüğü çocuk herhalde. Ya bu yok ondan demedim ya. Ama direkt şöyle geçirmiyor mu ya? Öldüğüm şeyler diye saymıyor. Acayip uyuz oldum oyun. Lefçak, hoş geldin.
Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Beşik nerede?
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Ha burada.
Another masterpiece.
Biraz
An oven and a
bir
blackened
ocak ve
grate.
kararmış bir ızgara. Ne
No
harika
joy.
ama, bir
A
bilmez.
riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Ocak mı? Ocak nerede vardı? Altta bakayım. Evet tamam burası.
Boo! Did I scare you?
Cino.
Scared you, didn't I? I could tell you was scared. Big brave
Abi
man scared
korkma.
of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't
Bununla
it?
ormandakini
Very
birleştirsek ya.
Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Senin türünü
You're
biliyorum.
lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
Hey.
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Dışarı atmam abi ben. Çok sevimli bir şey bu ya. Bir anlaşma yapalım.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Bu yaratığın adı İye değil miydi? Burada Cino diyor. Ben oynarken öylesin. Benim yama farklı ondandır.
Good day. But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty.
Art mı? Aa burada duvar var.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all
Hep bu
too
aşağıdaki
real
Cino yüzünden.
and not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ne diyor? Altın Mersin balında bulun. Ha, dayıya geldi.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Evin neden lanetli olduğunu biliyorum desem çocuğun içeride olduğunu bilecek. Ev hala lanetli
A
diyor.
bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
İyi deseydin evi satıp sana pay verecekti. Vermesin abi, yaşasın içeride ya. Ne istiyorsun şu Dino'dan? Kocaman gözleri vardı ya. Vicdansızsınız yemin ediyorum.
What do you see, pain giver?
O adam vazgeçmez abi.
That's just talk.
Selamünaleyküm.
Welcome. Well,
Bu dayıyı biliyorum diye.
Nothing doing. Some reason.
Güzel bildim. Selamünaleyküm.
What do you have on offer?
$30K mı? Şaka mı gerçek mi lan Serhat? $30K veriyor mu? Oğlum ciddi misiniz? Bak geri alacağım. Oğlum ya bak.
So long.
Oğlum bak geri alırım. Vermez o kadar. Vallahi boşuruz.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would
Var
certainly
ya bir
fail.
vermiyorsa.
But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher
Hayır
decided
buradan
to
bir sürü 10 dakika
contact
timer
Chris
at şunlara.
Miracle.
Hakanlar görüşürüz abi. Kendine iyi bak. İyi seyirler. Şu Safa, tamam mı? Eğer parayı alamazsak Safa, yukarıda 30K para diyenler var ya, onlara 10 dakika timeout atıyoruz. Şurayı bir görelim. Oğlum var ya, beni bir trollüyorsanız bak buraya kadar geri aldım.
I saw Miss
Got a godling in your house. Name's Sarah, and she's an ornery little thing. Left her alone, but thought I should tell you about her.
I thank you for being candid. Could you rid me of this beast?
You can do it yourself. Just burn some burdock in the oven. She's sure to run. Godlings detest the smoke.
I will not wage war on a beast, large or small. Piss on the godling, piss on the house. I must merely find a fool willing to buy it. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart. Truth is, we're very dependent on the black buyers, economically.
Yapıyor. Ama artı basarken, slot açarken çok para istiyorum. Parayı vermiyorsa Cyber o diyenlere kanka isimlerini aldıysan chatten timeout yapıştır ya. Veriyor ama 500 falan. Göstereceğim ben size 500.
Oh! As clear as the eternal fire. What village Temerians know Temerians?
You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one in.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper. I beg to differ.
Don't even know why I bothered.
Ben bilmem,
My
bakacağım.
apologies, and fare thee well.
Gotta go brush my teeth.
Dişlerini fırçalayacaksın. Önce bir yüzünü yıka.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come around here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Neredeydi lan bu adam?
Kisses your ass today, will bite it tomorrow.
Bankacı nerede? Abi param bitmiş, yarın bankamata gidip yükleyeceğim, haberin olsun. Ya oğlum. Eyvallah. Düşünmen yeter ya, gerek yok. Sağ olasın. Oğlum adam nerede?
What's new, killer?
Katta mı? Diyorum. Cyber. Hazır ol, sabaya 20 dakika timer atacağım.
Sir, I beg your pardon. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart. Don't bother me, please. Sir, I beg your pardon. Don't bother me, please.
Nerede para? Tamam, Juno'ya söz verdim de adama da söyledim ama.
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
Ben böyle işi.
It's never right.
Atıyor muyuz timeout? Atma. Pisliklere bunlara inanmayacağım abi bundan sonra.
So
Geriye aldım var ya sizin yüzünüzden.
Been here, been there. Same shite everywhere.
Hatta mı la bu?
No.
A dream in here.
never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. We must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Deyip hoş geldin. Teşekkür ederim.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right
Nasıl
dreams.
gidiyor oyun? Mükemmel.
At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Yapalım.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Siri. The woman's name is Siri.
Öldüğüm zaman öldüm. Bunu kadına söylersek kadın şok olur ama. Söyleyelim.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
Var.
Yes, there's something else.
All right. Tell me no more than you wish to.
Benim mi? Benim bir 200 saatim var ya. İki.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Üç.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the
Hatırlamıyorum
process.
ki ama diziyi.
They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Daha anlatacaklarım var
I
diyor.
have more to say.
Then please do.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to
Adım kanı söylemem ben bu kadına ya.
You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Dande'yi aramıyorum abi. Dande kim ya?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Ya arkadaş. Ay Dande gibi.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow
Kabus diye Dande'yi vurdu.
symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Bahane mi lan?
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Bak Dande'ye bak. Yine genel evlerin olduğu yerde bir yer bulmuş.
So I've heard.
Teşekkürler.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Bariyeri ve kekliğe git. Miras kalmış da yine yolunu bulmuş yani. İkinci ayının sonundaki yerini hatırlayan var mı Dande'nin? Herif 2 tane elf almış kadın. Bir tane de normal almış. Rafta kitap yazıyor. Tamam, bu bölüm burada bitirelim.